Chair of the Supreme Court, Judicial has signed a decision regarding the general meeting of judges, where 6 members for the High Judicial Council will be elected. The construction of the Outer Ring Road project has continued with the removal of trees, but has led to difficulties in the movement of vehicles and pedestrians. After concerns made by the European Commission, Albania will now increase the level of auditing for investments made by companies while improving its technical capabilities to evaluate PPP concessions. Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Friday, the 30th of November, 2018. Welcome to the English edition of Aura News. My name is Oliver, and I'm here to bring you the day's top stories from across the country, translated into English. Sandor Leshaj continues his meetings in police directorates across the country since assuming the post of Minister of Interior. Today he was in Korça, where he met with law enforcement officers at Korça's police directorate. The meeting in Korça was held without presence of the media and has happened in other cities around the country where the Interior Minister has held similar meetings. Sources say that the focus of the Interior Minister's discussions revolve around the fight against crime and the efficiency of the state politics. We must fight against organized crime and the heads of narcotic trafficking. Do not think about dealing with the drug dealers, but rather with the heads of these narcotic trafficking organizations, stated Leshaj. He also stated the importance of reducing the contraband of wood. The completion of the final list of candidates vying for leadership positions in the new justice institutions has brought an end to the political gridlock in the High Judicial and Prosecutorial Council. Chair of the Supreme Court, Jazair Zaganyori, has signed the decision regarding the general meeting of judges. During this meeting, 6 members for the High Judicial Council will be elected and will open the road for the process of appointing and approving the rules governing justice institutions and districts. From the 16 candidates for this institution, 11 of them were able to pass the Independent Qualification Commission test. The Supreme Court subsequently reopened the race for 2 seats, of which only 1 candidate passes the vetting process in the Independent Qualification Commission. The right to take a position in the highest judicial institution will depend on the ability of those candidates to receive the majority vote among members of the meeting and will only be accepted when more than half of the members participate in the process. Earlier, the General Prosecutor, Arta Marcu, established the General Meeting of Prosecutors, where members will vote to elect 6 new members to the High Council. On the 3rd day of construction for the Outer Ring Road project, the municipality of Tirana has continued with the removal of trees and shrubs in order to enable a free flow of traffic, which is said to have caused a deadlock for commuters along the road. Residents of the Astir area have complained that the municipality has not made any investments over the years, but only after the plans to construct the new road has this been addressed. In many of the neighborhoods surrounding the area, the roads have deteriorated, making movement for vehicles and pedestrians very difficult. Even though the demolition process for the Outer Ring Road has not been completed, heavy traffic along the Teodor Keko Road has caused many problems in the city's surrounding areas. Meanwhile, the National Territorial Defense Inspectorate continued the demolition process near Eagle Square. The absence of the opposition in Parliament has been accompanied by a financial halt of salaries for MPs. The Speaker of Parliament, Gramos Rucci, has signed for the removal of wages, which were previously guaranteed to those in attendance at the commissions and parliamentary sessions, which according to the congressional regulations amounts to 5,000 lek per person. Also revealed in the report for July congressional attendances, the deputies who hold the record for no-shows are Lefter Koka and Buyar Chela with 18 absences each. From the Democratic Party side, Eddie Paloka leads the list with 17 absences, followed by Rudina Hardari with 16 and Hekaran Hojali with 15. According to the Statute of Deputy, which outlines the financial relations, Article 13, Section 2 states that the salary given to deputies is contingent upon his or her participation in parliamentary sessions, commissions, and other parliamentary activities. Based on this article, in July, September, and October, opposition MPs have had their salaries suspended for non-participation in the proceedings of the Assembly. MPs only received their full salaries during the break in August. As of July 23rd, the Democratic Party and the Socialist Movement for Integration Party have boycotted parliamentary sessions and commissions by staging protests against state crime and the construction of the new National Theater. Another requirement is the approval of the vetting process and electoral reform. Apart from savings in the budget, the absence of MPs has stagnated several important draft laws from being approved, such as the draft law for the magistrates' school. The European Parliament has also spoken to the opposition regarding their boycott in Parliament and has requested that the opposition return to the Assembly. The European Parliament is seeking to remove a bonus for 10% of companies who submit unwanted proposals. In the official report for Albania, special attention is placed on public-private partnership projects that have long been turned into a debate arena in the country. To address this situation, a proposal to require additional audits for investments that have been realized or will be carried out by companies has been in discussion. Even criticisms expressed in the case of financial assessments has been absent. According to the European Commission, at the end of 2017, 200 public-private partnerships have been signed. To avoid any negative effects, Albania is required to improve its technical capabilities to evaluate PPP concessions and projects. For the future of new projects, 262 billion and 662 million lek are foreseen to be added to the state budget. The largest expense in the budget will be used for the construction of the Kashar-Rogozhin Road, which is forecasted to be 84.7 billion lek, while for the Tirana-Durrës Road construction, the contract value is estimated to be 49 billion lek. Although there has been an increase in monitoring by the Public Procurement Agency, European parliamentary members have called for more transparency in the announcement of tenders and contracts. As far as the level of public debt is concerned, the plan for its reduction from 69.9% of GDP at the end of 2017 is forecasted to be below 60% by 2021. The eel of Karavasta Lagoon has become famous all over the country. Throughout generations, it has been served to the inhabitants of the Divjaka region as a main specialty, but also as a product that has contributed economic benefits to the region. In Muzeche tradition, during this time of year, residents organize a special event dedicated to the species. Now the Divjaka municipality has put this tradition in the forefront of tourist development. Contributing to the atmosphere of national celebrations, the Divjaka municipality held what it calls the Eel Party. Kitchen chefs of the region's many restaurants display the various styles of cooking this particular species, in addition to many other residents in the area who offer their own styles of cuisine. Not only residents of the area, but also visitors from other cities came to participate in the event and enjoy this unique tradition. The mayor of the municipality of Divjaka, Freddy Kokonchi, said that the goal of these festivities is to transform it into a tradition. The event was distinguished by its traditional Albanian folk music and dances, which creates a warm atmosphere where even the famous Dance of Eel could not be missed. And that's the news across the country today. Thank you for watching our English edition this evening, and be sure to join us every Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. for the latest news from Albania. Once again, on behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.